You know what? We're getting some live pictures coming in right now. This is the home of the uncle of these two suspects. The uncle's name, Ruslan Tsarny, not Tsarnaev. He probably shortened it from the Russian, the original Tsarnaev.
Yes.
Probably shortened it to Tsarny. There you see the uncle walking outside the home. I don't know if that uncle is going to come to the microphones, speak out. As you know, Aaron, he did speak out extensively a couple of hours or so ago and made a very passionate statement, disassociating himself, his family, Chechnya, if you will, from these two young boys. And you know what? Let's play a little bit of that. Here's the uncle. His name is Ruslan Tsarny, and he says these two young men, these suspects, one of whom is now dead, brought shame to the family and to the people of Chechnya.
Ruslan Tsarny, I want to speak on behalf of the entire Tsarnaev family. What happened and what we heard this morning about people who associated, or I would say by family associated. I want to start, and I will finish with that. First, the only purpose here is just to deliver our condolences and to shake grief with the real victims here. Those who've been murdered, those who've been injured, this boy, this Chinese girl, this young 29 years old girl, I don't remember Casey. I just been following this. I've been following it from day one, but never ever would imagine that somehow the children of my brother would be associated with that. So it is atrocity. We're devastated. We're shocked. Yet again, I don't know, this family does not know how to share that grief with the real victims. That's pretty much.
What can you tell us about your nephews?
I don't know. We've not been in touch with that family for a number of years.
Did they live?
Number of years pardon me?
Did they live?
Let me answer. No, they never lived here. They never lived here.
When's the last time you saw them?
Last time I saw them was 2006. I'm sorry.
What?
All right, we're going to just interrupt this now. This is the uncle, of course, of the two suspects. There's a press conference going on now.
Sheltering in place in work sites and offices throughout the region, and particularly in some of our large Boston employers. So I need to speak to those people. If you are at work, we do not expect you to shelter in place and stay there. We encourage you to leave, to get in your cars and drive home. We understand that public transit is not running. Taxis are now running in the city of Boston, so taxis are available. If necessary, you can call friends and ask them to pick you up. But we want to make clear that we are not expecting people to be sheltering in place throughout the day and into the night in businesses. So again, I thank the media for helping us deliver this message. We'll push it out a number of ways, but again, if you are at work, please feel free to get in your cars and drive home and shelter in place at home. Call taxis. If necessary, call friends to come get you. Thank you very much.
How many homes there are?
What'd you say?
All right, that was
KURT, Schwartz, SCHWARTZ. Thank you. There's been no change in the geographical area covered by our request. No change. We're asking people in the same areas to stay home and stay indoors. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
that was Kurt Schwartz, Director of the Emergency Medical Services, Emergency Management Services. I'm sorry, just talking people still to stay at home, and if you're not home, to get in your car now and go home.
Yeah, it's they want as few people out on the streets as possible right now because they don't know where the second suspect is. He's 19 years old, named Zakhar Tsarnaev, the younger brother of Tamerlan Tsarnaev. He's dead. These are the two suspects who were identified by the FBI in that video and those still photos that were released yesterday. A massive manhunt underway right now for this younger 19-year-old. He was a student at the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. No relation to Dartmouth College, University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth here in Massachusetts. We've been speaking to a lot of his associates, friends. He was a wrestler on the wrestling team. He seemed to be a normal kid. All of a sudden, we're learning maybe not so normal.
I mean, Wolf, I had kept a list as we were interviewing people who knew the younger brother. I want to emphasize, the older brother, there have not been many people that we've been speaking to who knew the older brother. Certainly seems to be much more reclusive. But the younger brother, grateful, jovial, compassionate, caring, good work ethic, lovely kid. I mean, we've just heard again and again positive things about this young man, and yet he has done a horrible thing. So what changed and how did this happen? We're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment.